Jesus is Lord.
God is an all-consuming fire, burning my way up.
Hello, brothers and sisters. And today we want to continue to untwist the Bible, put it back into order. And we're going to be attacking an interesting book, the book of Hebrews. I would say a very misunderstood book and filled with many, many twisted verses. And that's why before we even enter into that whole series, I want to do a little introduction of what is this book about. Because once you understand what the book is about, a lot of these verses get right back into order by themselves. I think it's important, therefore, to have this introduction for that. Now, you feel free to disagree. But I would say, before you disagree and just cast away everything I say, read the book for yourself. And if you do, take off the glasses you might be wearing. I don't mean that literally, of course. I mean, whatever type of teachings you've been told about the book. How have you perceived these verses? To give one example, if you believe that you can lose your salvation and you come to Hebrews, you will find it because you already have glasses that says you can. Remove those glasses. Now, don't focus on once saved, always saved either. Just read the book for itself and let it speak for itself. And you will see. You will see that it's a book written to a Hebrew church. And I use the term like we would use it now. A Hebrew church is going through some severe persecution. People are being put in jail. We see that in the text. Some of them are losing their stuff, probably being taken by the government. And it seems like some of them are starting to walk away from the faith. Are they believers or not? Let's not think about that right now. They're walking away from the church, walking away from this faith that they've heard about in Christ. Wanting to go back to the sacrificial system. Wanting to hedge their bets, if you will. Just in case this Jesus thing doesn't work, I know the temple does. I know God accepts the Day of Atonement. That once a year sacrifice that covers the sins of the people. I know that animal sacrifices God accepts. So just in case, I'll go back to that. Just to remove some of the pressure, I'll go back to a religion that's accepted by the people, especially the Jewish people. Just in case. That's what they're going to do. That's what some of them have done. They've kind of separated themselves from the community, the congregation, and kind of gone back there. And that's what this book is like, chapter after chapter saying, no, Christ is the only hope. He's better than angels. He's better than Moses. He's better than the law. He's better than the sacrificial system. He's better than everything. And it's built off the Old Testament. That's why he used the example of Melchizedek, who was a priest king of the Old Testament, saying Jesus is that type of priest king, which is better than the normal priesthood that's not royal. See, he keeps trying to show them Christ is better. Christ is their only hope. And if you walk away from Christ as the only hope, there is no hope for you. Which is a scary thing to say, but important. So that's why he kind of concludes the whole thing, focusing on Jesus and say, you look at your author and the finisher of your faith. As he walked to the cross and into glory, you need to keep walking and into glory as well. But see, this is why the book of Hebrews is just filled with so much Hebrewism, so much Old Testament, because he's talking to Hebrews who are kind of going back to that. And he's telling, don't do it. Christ is the only hope. So once you have that in mind, when you realize what this book is about, and like I said, don't just believe me. Read it in one or two sittings and read it fully. Read it another time, second time, third time. Read the book of Hebrews and see what it's saying. Let it speak for itself, and you will see, once you have that perspective of what is the book about, what is this writer trying to do for these people, then we'll be able, in the next videos, to look at all these twisted verses, these scary verses, and let them speak within the context of what we talked about, and of course the passages they're found in. And with that said, brothers and sisters, I really hope you will be reading the book of Hebrews before next time we meet. Be blessed.
Yeah, he's gonna burn it away, the holy furnace ablaze, eternal the day. Somebody come on.